The night was heavy with silence as I settled into my small apartment on the outskirts of the city. A worn-out recliner occupied the corner of the living room, facing a flickering television casting shadows across the walls. Little did I know, the stillness of that night would soon give way to an unseen presence that would haunt my every moment. It all began innocuously, subtle disturbances in my daily routine. Misplaced items, doors left ajar, innocuous enough to be dismissed as the quirks of a forgetful mind. But as the days wore on, the atmosphere within my humble abode grew thick with an undeniable tension. Late at night, when the city slept, I could hear faint whispers emanating from the empty spaces of my apartment. Whispers that crawled beneath my skin, elusive and indecipherable. I would dismiss them as figments of an overactive imagination. Sleep, once my sanctuary, became a battleground. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of curtains, seemed amplified in the dead of the night. The apartment, once a haven, morphed into a claustrophobic chamber of unease. One evening, as I returned from work, the air felt charged with an inexplicable heaviness. The television flickered with an eerie glow, casting elongated shadows that seemed to stretch and contort with a malevolent intent. I hesitated at the entrance. In the stillness, I whispered a tentative greeting, half expecting an answer from the empty room. To my surprise, a soft, disembodied voice responded. "Hello?" A single word, laced with a spectral chill, echoed through the apartment. My breath caught in my throat as I searched for the source of the voice. There was no one in sight. That night marked the beginning of a haunting companionship, an unseen roommate that lingered in the periphery of my existence. As days turned into nights, the whispers evolved into coherent sentences. Stories of a life once lived, of forgotten dreams and untold secrets. I sought refuge in skepticism, convinced that my mind had succumbed to the weight of solitude. But the spectral roommate had other plans. Objects would move in the corners of my vision. Shadows would morph into fleeting apparitions, and the whispers evolved into unsettling laughter that echoed through the apartment's hollow spaces. Dread became a constant companion, and the walls seemed to close in as I grappled with an entity. I couldn't see but could feel. A presence that watched, whispered, and waited. Each night became a descent into a Hitchcockian nightmare, a psychological thriller playing out within the confines of my own home. As I pen down this account, the apartment remains cloaked in an unsettling hush. The unseen roommate, a spectral entity entwined with my solitude, continues to cast its unseen influence. Every glance over my shoulder, every whispered conversation in the shadows serves as a chilling reminder that, in the silence of the night, I am never truly alone.
Hello.